Yes, respected sadhakas, friends, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, appreciations, congratulations, and wishes and prayers. The 12 Vyaktitvas in us, the Shanta Svabhava Yukta, Preranotsaha Yukta, Parishrami, Sadhaka, Shrota, Jignasu, Mumukshu, Shishya, Bhakta, Viragi, Dharma Sevaka, Loka Sevaka. 6 sources, the Parabrahma, substratum of everything. Ishvara, Srushti Sthiti Laya Karaka. Mother, Shakti Swarupani. All Devata Ganas, the managers of all powers and doings. The Guru Gana, Guru Tattva, Swaguru are the directly appointed people to lift us up when we have turned to spirituality. And the eternally available guidance for the mankind to pursue Dharmartha Kam Moksha Purushartha is Shruti Mata, Shruti Smriti Purana Itihas. May we salute to them. Wonderful Upanishad, Shwethashwathara. We are into the study. Prathama Adhyaya, Sambandha Bhashyam. So, detailed discussion is going on various topics. Latest one is Moksha Prapti, role of Jnanam, role of Karma. Very clear. Thank God, so many references are given. After the Brahma Sutra quotations, again Purva Bakshi makes two doubts here. First, he says, Bandhana Dukkha is not Mithya, it is Anubhuta. Then how can Jnana remove it? So too, Paramatma is such one that there is nothing similar to him. Therefore, how can there be adhyasa? When two similar looking things are there, then each one can superimpose their qualities on each other. So there is no adhyasa at all. Therefore, adhyasa nirakarana, jnana is not required, invalid. So too, bandhanam is continuous. Therefore, no use of jnana as bandha nivartakatva. To these two questions, our Guru Maharaj will answer Siddhanti, then he will go on giving lot of references. So beautiful they are ones. Excellent they are. Lots of quotes, some of them repeated. That is how today's our study. So this 1 hour study when concentratedly to the point, if you listen and understand. These are all discussions about the Paramartha Tattva, its existence, its validity, its infinitude, its Advitiya Sthiti, and anything other than that is only Kalpita on that, how much ever real it may be looking. Even millions of people may take the projected world as real, yet it doesn't become real. We are given a chance as individuals to go into the deep study of this real unreal, support and substratum and superimposed. So let us focusing on ourselves, gaining this knowledge for ourselves, avoiding in that we have to eject out of our bondage. And at the higher level of realizing that self, the whole world is one without second Paramatma. Everything else is a Leela happening. In that Leela, whatever duties are given to this Upadhi, they will happen. That's it. But the as anubhuti of Paramatma is intact. That's called as mukta sthiti. So we have to study all these for these purposes. Now, before that we do our sankalpadi. Before that, as every day, one or two thoughts as we discuss. Today we talk two things. Okay. First one is Narayana. Like in material world also, we have to have the ultimate goal there, then the long term goal there, then immediately what is to be done to achieve that long term and ultimate things. Wherein the ultimate we don't forget, the long term we don't forget, the short term we don't forget, and immediate we don't forget. And yet we know the relation between immediate to the ultimate, and we give as importance to immediate to the ultimate, so importance to ultimate to the immediate. And none of these things we should neglect or be careless in the world also. So ultimate goal is politically a big leader मुझे बनना है. Immediate is first think your mind which is a party with whom you can gel with. Join that. Then become a good karyakarta for a few years. Totally involving in it selflessly. Then get good marks from the seniors of that party. Then slowly. So to an industry business you want to start. Ultimate is this product of mine should be gone to many places, export. Then first you start in your own hometown in a small way. Then really good workers bring, create good products, see to it that they are liked by people so that the demand grows, then you can expand it. Everywhere it is like that. In the same way, spirituality may be the ultimate goal is Atmanubhuti. And that comes to us when single pointedly we do the Atma Tattva Dhyana, in which rejection of Anatma is happening. But for that, the Atman alone is real, everything other than that is only unreal seen, but not real. So these all convictions have to come. They will come when we are contemplative. But we have to spare time for contemplation. We should create our inner mind, etc., for the contemplation. But before that, we have to gather all these data. So that is through Swadhyaya we do. But this Swadhyaya, if we do of books, do we understand by our own selves? Not possible. Therefore, we should have a satsanga. So that respect for satsanga, the Guru, Acharya. So these all become the immediate things for us. One side. Other side, the Upadhi, managing Upadhi, mastering thing becomes the other immediate goal. So long term, immediate. Ultimate truth, long term goal is know the self. But immediately देखो शास्त्र ज्ञान और तत्व ज्ञान स्पष्ट नहीं है तो उसको स्पष्ट बनाने वाला हमारा इमीडिएट गोल होना है. For that, Shravana, Swadhyaya, Manana, Chinta. Second is what? The whole lifestyle had to be changed, has to be changed. That can be our immediate goal. Third one is we should definitely take into account the Vasana and Guna Drushti. Means in me this Guna is predominant, Rajas or Tamas. I have to make the Sattva predominant. And now all techniques means we have to understand and come to that Sattva Guna, stay in that always. Again, it's a big subject. Unless we know each of these three gunas, especially Rajotamos, binding to the samsara, Sattva alone helps in liberation. The two, if we use Sattva for that purpose, otherwise Sattva guna can be used for doing those karmas by which through karma phala again we can get bound in the world. तो ये सारे थोड़ा विस्तार से समझकर then the technique is what very indicatively said in Gita. रजस्तमश्चाभिभूय सत्वं भवति भारत रजसत्वं तमश्चैव तमसत्वं रजस्तथा. For a sufficient period of time consciously, one guna if you give value, it becomes predominant by suppressing the other two ones. Abhibhuya means overpowering. Knowingly or unknowingly, you understand? Tamo guna, when it is given value for a good period of time, we become more predominantly tamasic. Others, raja and sattva, they get suppressed. Such person, no creative constructive activity from him, nor any of the spiritual wisdom or the values or higher ideas, ideals of serving the world, etc. Because उसने जानकर या अनजाने में तमोगुण को बढ़ाया अपने अंदर. So to someone knowingly, unknowingly, when he develops the rajoguna in him, the jnana aspect, bhakti aspect of satoguna will not be there in him. He is not tamoguni also, but he is extroverted, activity oriented, earning oriented, and name and fame oriented. Better than rajoguni, satamoguni. So too, with our conscious practice, as we are doing now, spending lot of time, we have to develop sattva and maintain that sattva. Okay, because in sattva only there is tattva possible. Hamesha, sharira, indriya, prana, mana, buddhi, total vyaktitva, total day, all of that should be in the sattva guna. Isn't it? वो चैलेंज के रूप में लेना पड़ता है, करना भी पड़ता है. Take the examples of great people, Mahatmas and all. Get inspired from them. The other immediate thing is what? Similar to this only. Be mindful about our vasanas. And the three vasanas are again Dehavasana, Tamoguni, Lokavasana, Rajoguni, Shastravasana, Sattoguni. Isn't it? We have to be mindful of them. इंद्रिय विषय संबंधी वासनास. तो मुझे क्लियरली जानना है. See how long we hide our disease from our own recognition and allow it to grow and one day to become calamitous. No wisdom, no. A person with little maturity and wisdom, the moment symptoms he sees, immediately goes to doctor, goes through all the tests and checkups, and then first he recognizes diagnosis. I know timely diagnosis of the disease is the first treatment. Immediately cares, precautions, preventives are taken care, or such measures by which it's not aggressive, does not become aggressive. ये होता है. Spirituality में भी ऐसा ही है. Why should we hide what vasanas we have, what attitudes we have, what thoughts that are coming in us, what pursuits we are doing, not publicly to demonstrate, but secretly in ourselves, within ourselves. ये सारा नेकेड क्रिस्टल पिक्चर हमारे सामने होना चाहिए. सारा एक्सरे, बायोप्सी, एटॉप्सी सारे बना के रखना है हमको. Then we should be honest in our understanding कि these are the things which are not good at all for spiritual evolution. So let me eliminate. The other things very much required positive ones, let me inculcate. So इस तरह से more and more our application is in this way. What is immediately to be done? So after 10 years, 15 years, what stage I have to be, or at least next life? Then from there, the ultimate of totally dedicated to only the truth, the goal. Look into the histories of any of the great Mahatmas, masters, achieved people. They have tried like that. Each and every aspect of their efforts might have not been recorded or presented in the form of books, but in their silent chambers, they were doing this only. तो हमको सुनने को मिलता है कि इन्होंने 10 साल का तपस्या की, 12 साल का तपस्या. What he might have done in that is this only. That when Parshuramji asked Dattatreya Bhagavan, tell me that. So Dattatreya ji gave him that Mata Rani ka upasana. He told him to do for 12 years. दत्तात्रेय जी जाकर 12 साल करके आते हैं सारे अपने परशुराम जी 12 years he does it tapasya. So to that Sumedaha Brahmana. And this also, the Hemachuda, Hemaleka, even though Hemaleka is Guru, Hemachuda is Shishya, and Jnana Prapti is given in this very life by her. But Hemachuda in his earlier lives, he has gone through all tapasyas and he has become qualified here. Tripura Rahasya we are referring to. So this is how our attention should always be in these aspects. With full faith, what we are doing is perfect because it's leading to the Atma Jnana and Moksha. Finally, inspiring thing is this only. I am seeking the self which is eternal, therefore liberation from all ephemeral and limitations. And there is no greater pursuit than this, and this must be achieved only by me as soon as possible. These thoughts, when we consciously develop, then required inspiration comes. That alone makes us put the required efforts continuously. Little loose we are in this regard, then all the excuses, justifications, habits, the vasanas, the attractions, the temptations, the diversions, the distractions, all these inner weaknesses, all of them just attack us and take us. It's just like strict little traffic rules are the law and order. थोड़ा सा लूज कर दिया मानो सरकार ने. How the people who are ready to grab such opportunities and loot the country, they just pounce and attack. थोड़ा मौका दिया. I know in this country of ours or world में जहाँ भी जाओ, थोड़ा सा लूज बना दी, you just see people full of all scams and all nonsenses. कितना केयरफुल रहना पड़ता है उनको. In the same way, spiritual life maybe, if you are little loose, letting us all this attack, we cannot stand. So their attack will be succumbed only. इसलिए अपने आप को हमेशा ये रक्षण कवच के अंदर ही रखना है. Put ourselves. These are the protecting shields within which we have to be. Remember the goal, remembering the nobility of the goal, from there drawing the inspiration, then knowing where to reach, what is ultimate, what is long term, short term, what immediately I have to do today. And always remember what immediately has to is most important than ultimate at this moment. In that, even one thing also we can't take for granted, one moment also we cannot be inadvertent. This maturity is called spirituality. Conscious, always alert. Like a doctor working on the heart patient, cardio. They're all Mahayogis. That's how they are given those jobs. Not an ordinary person. No profession in the world, any sort, is lesser. So too, no professional is lesser than any yogi. The intention attitudes may be of selfish money gather, that will punish them. वो पाप तो फिर उसका फल होता है, उसको छोड़ के as regards the skills are concerned, the ability to do the work is concerned, only a yogi can do that. I know. तो correctly वो diagnose करना through different CT scans or whatever you call them, angiograms जो भी कहते हो, then exactly cutting open that heart, looking into those problems, the block is blocked, and then how careful, my the क्या कहते हैं, the chance is very less there for doing any mistake. Exactly where is the block, that much they have to calculate, cut and put that stent or whatever. और बाईपास करना। महायोगी है, कितना केयरफुल, ऐसे हंड्रेड्स ऑफ ऑपरेशंस दे डू। स्पिरिचुअलिटी ऑल्सो दैट टाइप ऑफ कार्डियो ऑपरेशन वेयर अपने दिल से कचरा निकाल के दिल से दिल में भगवान को बिठाना। Such one who is totally committed without any doubt anymore that I am a samsari or I am a साधक, बिना कोई संशय का जो खुद पढ़ता है ना, वही रियल साधक है, आगे बढ़े। So today's thought is this one. As much important ultimate is, so much the near immediate, and immediate ones should be done, getting inspiration from the ultimate. In that immediate things, there are some things to be sacrificed, those who take us away from God. Some things we have to consciously, deliberately do with maximum struggle and effort. क्या है देख लो, like you do now every day at this time. Keep away the world, come to the class. Even throughout the day, keep away the world from the mind, bring the God in the mind. ये struggle करते ही रहना पड़ता. So this is one thing for the day. The second one is today's Pujya Gurudev's 108th Jayanti, very auspicious number. So we owe everything to him. He alone is expressing through us as Vakta and Shrota. So we just pay our salutations, surrenders to him. His greatness, Mahima, how much ever we glorify, it is less, but that is the way we get blessings from such great masters, gurus, and also inspiration. Ujja Gurudev's whole life is, a saga of, he has written so many books, he has studied so many books, but then his life itself is a book. Ujja Gurudev's, The most beautiful thing is beginning Desha Seva. No Swartha. With all his ability, talents, if he is Swartha, selfish, he could have become anybody in either political field or any worldly business or anything. उसके लिए जो ज्ञान चाहिए सब है उनके पास, ability, isn't it? He chose the Deshabhakti and served there. But the right time when he came, he has chosen the Adhyatmikata. That's most important. Once he has chosen it, till the last moment, he has never given up it, never looked back. Isn't it? Pursued spirituality only under the guidance of both the gurus and reached ultimate, and took up the job of spreading that spiritual jnana, moksha giving, alone throughout his life, not casually, not just carelessly, not chalo jo aayega dekhange. No. He himself, like the Ganga Pravaha, traveling the length and breadth of the whole world, 42.5 years. Continuously he walked. Wow, isn't it? And in this work, there's nobody for him that before him, people have made some facilities for him and it was like a cakewalk for him. ऐसा नहीं था. From the scratch, isn't it? The entire big empire of his work, he only built. उसके लिए कितना मेहनत चाहिए बताओ, at all levels. शारीरिक मेहनत, प्राण मेहनत, इंद्रिय मेहनत, मनो मेहनत, बुद्धि मेहनत, इसमें कोई भी नहीं किया तो नहीं होता. एंड दिस डूइंग्स आर समथिंग डिफरेंट फ्रॉम परमात्मा प्राप्ति. परमात्मा प्राप्ति बैठो गुफा में वो मिल जाता है बस. मोर डिफिकल्ट देन दैट इज कमिंग टू द वर्ल्ड, keeping that experience intact, and serving the world which is totally in the opposite direction, running like a tsunami only. Imagine kya dimag, kya dil, kya prem, what an amount of that planning he has to do. What a tapasya it was. 42.5 years. Doing his best, never secondary or third level work. Best only. The way he gets up at 2:30 and does his letter writing up to 4:35, then the meditation class, the satsangas, and throughout the day, something or the other is there for him to do, and that something is always of highest order, Shuddha Sattva. That's how Rajo Tamo, he never allowed, he used them if required, but always in that. Just imagine Puja Gurudev's work. Read his quotes or books. Babre Bab. It's not human, it's a divine only expressing. Great, 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 great. Renaissance. How many thousands and thousands and thousands have got inspiration from him, directly, indirectly, to become the sadhakas and pracharakas of Sanatana Dharma. He was a huge wave. Before him was Vivekananda ji. His work also colossal, but he had less time. Only 39 he lived. In general, he went through Indian Sanatana Dharma Shastra, spoke about it in bits and pieces under different headings and topics. He never had the time to systematically do it and do prachara following the Shastras. He spoke Shastra only, but not. But Puja Guru, that's why he says where he stopped Vivekananda, there Puja Gurudev started. That taking all the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shastras, Vedanta Prakaranas, studying thoroughly, doing prachara through them of the Atma Prapti as the Moksha Hetu, and then creating next brand of servants, workers, the Swamis, Brahmacharis, and establishing the ashramas all over the country, world. क्या बढ़िया है ना, and all was so continuously happening. 42.5 years is a very small period of time for you and I where we eat and watch TV and sleep. For him also time is small, but the work achieved is so much. How many work hours of everyday work productively used by him consciously. A moment is not wasted. An hour is not wasted. A day is not. Even though he was under medical advices to take rest 10 din 12 din, he gave rest only from the talking, but his work he never gave rest. कुछ ना कुछ किताब लिखना, article लिखना, he was going on doing only, guiding people through letters. Gurudev's all quotations are of highest level. He never came down to lower level, compromise nahi हुआ. Like his Guru Tapon Maharaj. Like, if I rest, I rest. Ultimate. No compromise. No, you take rest also, then you can work. You know, if you don't work, it is useless. If you don't take rest, you can't work well. This is absolutely correct for you and I. But he never came down to that lower level. He says, if I rest, I rest. That's it. So I will not take rest. I'll keep on doing. Like that is every quote is a highest inspiration. You can't improve upon it. You can compromise with it and come to a lower level. Gurudev's life is so beautiful. It's an inspiration, a book for us to study. And then let him be in our hearts all the time, worshipped and surrendered. Allow him to express through us and feel the joy that he has chosen us, kept us at his feet, and working through us and helping our evolution. Isn't it? The great expression of the divinity. So good auspicious number 108 Ma Jayanti Aj. So may remain in our hearts. May we be through our service and sadhana and study of Shastras, please him so that he feels good to bless us. Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru. They are all eternal. The physical bodies may not be there, but they are not the body. They are Atman and Brahman. That way they are always in us, with us, as us. Other than that, the collective work done by them, that itself is a great punja. That's called as punya punja for his bhaktas to take it. Then the inspiration punja for the sadhakas. It is there always. A very subtle object it is. His whole work. Like when you see a gross object, you know its utility. So too, his work is a subtle object. Whenever you look at it, you get inspired, isn't it? So that way, every moment, every day, we dedicate surrender only at his feet. May his will work through us. So 108वां शत जयंती है मतलब जयंती. Let us do it so Stotra Shatanamavali for 2 minutes with all devotion. 4 minutes. Om Shri Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati Sadgurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyapyat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadan Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Omkara Sunamakarandara Sambibantam Adhyatma Brungamavanital Bhagya Shrungam Anandapurnamatima Pratima Prabhavam Shri Chinmayam Guruvaram Hrudi Bhavayami. Om Ajaya Namaha Om Avyaya Namaha Om Avinashine Namaha Om Achinthyaya Namaha Om Aprameyaye Namaha Om Advitiyaya Namaha Om Aniketaya Namaha Om Anusasana Priyaya Namaha Om Antasakshine Namaha Om Antaryamine Namaha Om Anandaya Namaha Om Atmaswarupaya Namaha Om Angla Bhasha Viduttamaya Namaha Om Ishwaraya Namaha Om Udara Hrudayaya Namaha Om Utsavartakaya Namaha Ekasmai Namaha Om Karavide Namaha Om Karunasagaraయ Namaha Karmaparaयणाय Namaha Kalatitaय Namaha Kaivalyaswarupaya Namaha Krutatmane Namaha Om Krutakrutyaय Namaha Gita-gnana-yajna-pracharakaय Namaha Gurave Namaha Gunadhitaय Namaha Om Granthakrityaय Namaha Chinmayaय Namaha Chinnasamshyaय Namaha Jagadatmane Namaha Jagatsakshiне Namaha Janapriyaय Namaha Jitendriyaय Namaha Jiva Brahma Ekavide Namaha Jivanmuktaय Namaha Jeevnamandirodharakaya Namaha Tapovarashishyaय Namaha Tapasvine Namaha Tapanashnaय Namaha Tirthaswarupaya Namaha Tejasvine Namaha Dehatitaय Namaha Dvandvatitaय Namaha Dృఢనిశ్చయాయ Namaha Dharma-samstapakaय Namaha Om Dhimate Namaha Dhiraయ Namaha Dhairya-pradaaya Namaha Narayanaaya Vijayanandaaya Nirapekshaya Namaha Om Anisprahaya Namaha Nirupmaya Namaha Nirvikalpaya Namaha Nityaya Namaha Niranjanaaya Namaha Paramaya Namaha Om Parabrahmane Namaha Pavanaya Namaha Pavakaya Namaha Purushottamaya Namaha Prasannaatmane Namaha Phalasaktirahitaya Namaha Bhaktaaya Namaha Bandhamokshaya Brahmanishthaya Namaha Brahmaparaya Namaha Bhayanashaya Namaha Bharataghoraya Namaha Om Nirmahavakyapa Deshkaya Namaha Harshaya Namaha Madhurasvabhara Manoharaya Namaha Atmane Namaha Medhavinetaatmane Yajnakrita Lokaprasiddhaya Namaha Agmina Vibhaina Vinodapnyan Vineshilamitaragayan Vedanta Vidyanam Shantayanam Shanti Pradayanam Shastrodharakanam Shuddha Sattvanam Bharagayanam Shrotriyanam Sannyasinam Samudhayanam Echidandanam Sarvesindhaganam Satya Sankalpa Antushtanam Sadhavanam Samansayanam Sauradanam Swayam Jyotisanam Siddha Prajnanam Kshamashilanam Jnanamurtinam Jnanayogninam Jnanatruptayanam Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupayanam Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupayanam Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupayanam Sri Chinmayananda Saraswati Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati Sadgurave Namaha. Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Wonderful. No? You know, two interesting things. Our Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana class, which we started, of that also today is 108th day. And then, lovely, we started it on Sri Rama Mandira Prana Pratishtha in Ayodhya. Therefore, 108 days for the Rama Mandira also today. And it is said historically that Puja Gurudev was born May 8th, 1916. That was Ramanavami day, they say. One of the historical saying is Ramanavami day was born. Day was that one. I don't know, under proof you have to discuss. बट राम मंदिर का 108 दिन हुए आज पूजा गुरुदेव 108 साल. हमारा भी योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण 108 का सत्संग. Some coincidence just to remember and express. Enjoy that joy. Thank you. Om Shri Sadgurave Namaha. Om. Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavid Vishavahai. ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजां भव शङ्कर देशिकमे शरणम्। ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ॐ नानापुराणनिगमागमतत्त्वविज्ञं साक्षात्कृतप्रणवसारमुदारभावं संसारघोरतरकाननदाववह्निं श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि। श्रीचिन्मयं गुरुवरं हृदि भावयामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परायाः भक्ति ज्ञान योगादि मोक्ष मार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्धि कल्याणार्थं सनातन धर्मस्य अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने ये कङ्कणबद्धाः अस्माकं सह गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां महानुभावानां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासकानाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर समस्त शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः श्री आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ संबंध भाष्यम। This concluding sentence of the earlier topic is so powerful, ultimate. What was that? Ataha, therefore, uktena prakarena. If you take into serious account of what was so far deliberated, discussed upon, logically as well as with the authority of the Shastra, what is concluded is jnanasya eva moksha sadhanatvat. Only the direct jnana of Atmavastu, Brahmavastu is the sadhana for the moksha. Therefore, sadhanatvat yuktaha para Upanishad arambha. Therefore, it is correct to do the beginning of study of the Upanishad, which is the giver of the Paravidya about the Brahman and Atman and how to experience him. Therefore, in life, something has to be done first is the Upanishad Adhyayana. We do it last. By the time we start studying Upanishad, all our faculties are gone. None of them are fit for it. But actually, na, पहले उसको पढ़ना. Like in any of the places we enter, first we see when we enter is how to exit. बाहर कैसे निकले. So too, when we enter into the life, first we must know how to exit. इसे कैसे मोक्ष पाना है. Isn't it? Through the vidya, the moksha. Therefore, keeping that vidya in the mind as a goal, everything else, when they are not done as a liability travels to us as well as the world. If the moksha doesn't become the goal, no, then everything else which we make as the goal becomes a trouble for us and because of us to the world. Even if this most important but simple looking thing is digested by the people, all of us, then we will not be as non positive as today for ourselves and to the world at large, with all our variety of negative thoughts in our mind. अहंकार, दुष्ट वासनाएं, कामनाएं और इस पूरे कुछ भी हो जाए जगत को मुझे सब मिलना है ना. दोनों छिंदी भिंदी खाद पिब the Rakshasa slogans, काटो पीटो मारो ले लो खाओ, ये जो दुनिया कर रहे हैं आज, है ना, that would be not there if the moksha is made as the goal. And it is a goal, we have to realize. See, having desires for the world is a manipulation because world is not real at all. But desire for Paramatma is not manipulation. It is a necessary thing. It is a compulsory thing. It ought to be there. It should be there. That alone should be there actually. Therefore, उसका प्रचार करना through शास्त्र and all, not a sin, not against a democracy, not against constitution. It is the most primary thing actually. Duty of the government, duty of every governed human being. मोक्ष को पहले सामने रखो. Otherwise क्या होगा? So much I have done finally. For what? Only to get bound. Bound I was doing, whatever I was doing is binding, and this binding will continue to for next lives. In that way, I did the works to get myself bound. क्या किया? सब कुछ किया. किस वास्ते किया? बॉन्डेज के लिए किया. Is it not laughable that way? Because we don't know where is moksha. Moksha is not what we imagine, no? What Shastra said, what the Mukta Anubhava Purushas say, that is moksha. Not we, the bound people, imagine, nor equally bound people suggesting can be the definition of moksha. Moksha is only in the Atma Anubhava Prapti. That should be priority, primary actually. See the spashtata in the vision of our great saints. Tasmat उक्तेन प्रकारेण ज्ञानस्य एव मोक्षसाधनत्वात् युक्तः परा उपनिषद आरम्भः. It is very apt and correct to start the study of the Upanishad. Wonderful conclusion. But we are like the Pura Pakshi brand. We are such a Pakshi कि हमको पक्षपातम पक्षपातम दोनों होते हैं. So again he is raising question. Sincere question, genuine answer he needs. What to do when the answers are not gained? The doubts will anytime derail us from the path. That's how, even though sometimes it appears that Purapakshi with his questions obstructing the flow of the teaching of the Guru, but it is very essential because that is how the mind intellect of ours working not only in its incapacity to understand, that mind and intellect is raising the questions. Gurus know it. कोई प्रश्न पूछ रहा है का अर्थ क्या हुआ? वो मैं जो कह रहा हूँ सुन रहा है. सुन रहा है का अर्थ क्या हुआ? कि वो जानना चाह रहा है. While doing that जानने वाला job, his mind intellect has got this doubt. So as a teacher, it's my duty bounded to clear that doubt of him. So he used to encourage and love the questions by the disciples. Another way is that questioning is the way of getting answers. So what are his two questions? As I said in the beginning, we'll just again see and see Bhagwan's answer. The question by Purvapakshi is what? Hmm? Through the jnana, amrutatva is obtained. That is denied by this Purvapakshi with his own court's logics. What he says is, jnana nanu bandhasya mithyatve sati. If the bondage is mithya, unreal, bandhasya mithyatve sati, if at all, bondage is unreal. Actually, bondage is unreal only. But he takes it as real. That way he is telling. Bandhatva mithyatve sati jnana nivartyatvena. That mithya bandhana can be removed by the jnana. If the bandhana is mithya. If the bondage is unreal, then through the knowledge you can remove it. Therefore, that bondage, if at all it is mithya, it has jnana nirvartyatva. It has the capacity of getting removed by the jnana. It can be removed by the jnana prapti. Thus, through the jnana, because this mithya bandhana is removed, amrutatvam syat. Jnanad amrutatvam syat. When, so what you said is jnana gives amrutatva. What you said is jnana removes the bandhana. Would have been right if the bandhana is mithya. Nanu bandhasya mithyatve sati jnana nivartyatveena jnanad amrutatvam syat. But na etadasti, na tu etadasti. But this is not so. He's how honestly he's talking here. What is not so? That the bandhana is not mithya, it is real. Therefore, the jnana cannot remove the bandhana because real cannot be removed. Therefore, with the jnana, amrutatva prapti is not possible. Therefore, let us not pursue jnana. Therefore, let us not study Upanishad. See the catching? अगर बंधन मिथ्या है तो ज्ञान से चला जाएगा. And because of jnana, the bandhana gone away, then you have the amrutatva prapti gained through jnana, which is the essence of what is studied so far. The jnana removes bandhana, other side jnana gives amrutatva prapti because mrityu alone is bandhana. अब बंधन चला गया, मृत्यु चला गया, अमृतत्व प्राप्ति हो जाती है. बट ही सेज न तो एतदस्ति, ऐसी बात नहीं. मतलब क्या है? Bandhana is not mithya. That means it is real. If it is real, it can't be removed by anything. That's the meaning of real. सत्य का अर्थ है जो किसी कारण से जाता नहीं. तो बंधन सत्य है. तो ज्ञान cannot remove सत्य. Therefore, jnana cannot give amrutatva prapti. Therefore, no need of pursuing the jnana. Let us enjoy the bondage of not coming to Upanishad class, not studying them, not doing any sadhana. Okay. So, na tu etadasti. He gives those three powerful reasons for his sentence. कि ऐसी बात नहीं है जो कहा. उसका जवाब, उसका अर्थ क्या है, उसका उनका मतलब क्या है पूर्व पक्ष का? One, that bandhanam, which if would have been mithya, would have been removed by the jnanam, that bandhanam is pratipannatvat. It is pratipanna. It is so much clearly experienced. The samsara bandhana. Okay, whatever the number of bandhanas, that is very much experienced. Pratipannatva. Second one is what? Badha abhavat. That it cannot be removed. Badhyate means removed. Badhanam in Sanskrit means removal. Badha abhavat means there is no remedy for removing that bandhanam. One is it is experienced. Second is it is remediless. Third one is very interesting question. Yushmadadi sarupatvena. Yushmadadi sarupatvena आत्मनः विलक्षणत्वे सादृश्यादि अभावात् अध्यास असंभवाच्च. There are two pratyayas, asmat and yushmat. So this yushmat pratyaya means not self. It's totally different in nature from the self. Only two things when they are of similar kind in some way or the other, that they have chance of mutual superimposition. Therefore, there is no adhyasa happened. Therefore, through jnana, the adhyasa nivarana is not possible. See, bandhana is experienced, bandhana continues. The yushmat pratyaya is different from asmat, therefore mutual superimposition is not possible. Therefore, through the jnana, the superimposition is removed, then the moksha given is not valid, not possible. So, yushmadadi, युष्मदादि स्वरूप स्वरूपत्वेन आत्मना विलक्षणत्वे सादृश्यादि अभावात्. See, so atmanasya विलक्षणत्वे, something is that anatma is different from the atman, विलक्षण होने के कारण सादृश्यादि अभावात्, same thing is not for there, because of which adhyasa asambhavacha. So the by nature the lakshanas of the atma are different from anatma. Therefore atma and atma, what do you call, adhyasa is not possible. कोई चीज पास पास में एक तरह के है तो अन्य अन्य अध्यास होता है. Totally विलक्षण each of them atma and atma. So there is no adhyasa possible. So we cannot remove adhyasa through the jnana, because through jnana adhyasa is removed is the rule. Adhyasa हुआ ही नहीं. Atma may be there in its own lakshanas. But this bandhana is very much experienced, it is eternal, it cannot be removed. Therefore, no use of jnana prapti. So let us not put efforts unnecessary to study the Upanishads. The people say, no, what Vedanta, what study, कुछ भी करो, life तो ऐसे possible, मेरे problems and miseries के साथ चल रहा है. They say, they even devotees say, oh, I'm worshipping God such long time. But still he has not removed the problem. Dekho, he is removing the problem only. You don't understand what's the problem. For you, the problem is outer thing. For him, the factory of the problem is inside you. By not removing the problem, he is creating vairagya in you, because vairagya is the base of all. Raga dvesha is the base of all problems. If you have vairagya, the problem permanently goes. Otherwise, if God removes this problem, by the time he goes to his kursi, you create another problem. Again, he'll have to come. And he removes the problem and goes to his loka. By the time he reaches, again you call him. He cannot go to his place and relax. Because the factory of problem is your own inner avidya vasanas. Bhagwan is removing them. You are not understanding it. Therefore, you want other problems. What do you mean by removal of problem? Fulfill my desires. Sorry, I have this problem. Please help me. What is it? My wife is not listening to me. But the one who doesn't listen to you, that is the definition of wife. If you don't understand the basics, and तुम अनुभवों से भी पाठ नहीं सीख रहे हो तो क्या करे बताओ. Like for the guru also, what is the definition of disciple? The one who never listens. Who wants independence, not from samsara, but from the guru. He will be bound in samsara, but guru say freedom. Say, Guru Maharaj, I have appointed you as guru, don't disappoint me. What do you mean by don't disappoint me? जो करना चाहते हो करने देना, don't tell me anything. गुरु से ठीक है, ऐसे गुरु को हजारों शिष्य मिलते हैं. नाउ आंसर उच्यते. अरे बेटा सुन, पूर्व पक्षी कि क्या है, न तावत प्रतिपन्नत्वेन सत्यत्वं वस्तुं शक्यते. प्रतिपत्तेः सत्यत्व मिथ्यात्वयोः समानत्वात्. So, What is the meaning of it? Na tavat pratipannattvena satyatvam vaktum shakyate. Pratipatti means anubhava. Just because you are experiencing the bondage, just because you are experiencing the bondage, it need not be real. सत्य होने की जरूरत नहीं है. प्रतिपन्नत्वेन तावत न सत्यत्वम वक्तुम शक्यते. This is a mind blowing thought. It is for this thought to sink in a different metal of our mind intellect required, which is so totally opposite, no, for what we think and all. हमको क्या है, कोई वस्तु अनुभव में आया तो 100% सत्य है. दैट इज व्हाट आवर डेफिनेशन ऑफ सत्य. यहाँ तो उल्टा कह रहे हैं. जस्ट बिकॉज समथिंग इज एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट नीड नॉट बी रियल. सत्य नहीं है. Then already hundreds of examples we have seen. Whole Mandukya Upanishad Vaitatya Prakaranam spoke about it. You have experienced the suffering in the dream. And yet the dream is not real, no? In this very Upanishad also, or earlier Shwethashwathara mein, how many examples were given to us? This person is very miserable. Father, क्या हुआ? मेरे बेटे को एक्सीडेंट हो गया. He is suffering. But देखा जाए तो he was not his son, somebody else. Some wrong information came to him. Actually the cause of suffering, that his son is accident हुआ, वो था ही नहीं वो. So just because the अनुभव आया, वो सत्य है क्या? In other case, he is मौजा enjoy कर रहा है, father party with friends. Whereas really बेटे का accident हुआ hospital में. He doesn't know it. But does anybody enjoy कि अच्छा होगा मेरे बेटे का accident हुआ, कि मैं enjoy कर रहा हूँ? So many examples we saw. First point is, just because it is experienced, it need not be satya. Why? Because the experience can be of the sat and asat also. That is what next sentence. Na tavat pratipannattvena satyatvam vaktum shakyate. Pratipattehe means of the experience. Satyatva mithyatvayoho samanatvat. You can experience the real thing also. You can experience the unreal thing also. Experience doesn't require the object, the thing to be real or unreal. We experience stability on the earth. But the reality is the earth is rotating at such a speed around itself and the sun. But do we experience it? We are experiencing stability. Not necessarily we are stable. Like in the train traveling में ये दोनों हो जाते. Actually we are traveling, but we don't experience it. And when you look out from the window, all the trees and all of them are not moving, but they appear to be moving behind. क्या वो पीछे जा रहे हैं सारे? So there you don't believe the eyes which are seeing the things going back. You use dimag and say that it is we who are moving ahead, therefore the trees relatively appear to be going back. But we experience they are going back. दिख रहा है ना, दूर 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 हो रहे हैं हमसे. But also relative है, वो नहीं जा रहे, हम आगे जा रहे. But in the same way हम आगे जा रहे हैं, ये भी अनुभव नहीं हो रहा. Because we are seated on that seat in the train. We are not, मैं तो उठकर तो नहीं जा रहा हूँ ना ट्रेन में, फ्लाइट में बैठा ही हूँ मैं. But then within 3 hours we see we are in totally different state altogether. कैसा हुआ ये? Seated in the plane has taken. तो वहाँ मूवमेंट का अनुभव हो रहा है लेकिन मूवमेंट हुआ नहीं. और यहाँ स्टेबिलिटी का अनुभव हुआ है लेकिन मूवमेंट हुआ है. So therefore, Anubhava doesn't guarantee something is Satya. अनुभव में सत्य या झूठ दोनों हो सकते. We have given the dream example, we have given the news about the sun example. Sun का हो, business का example का हो, कुछ भी कहो, profit and loss का. This is the point. Na api badha bhavat satyatvam. And also, the dukkha is not, as you said, is not removable. It can be removed. The bandhana is not badha abhavata. Badhana means removal. You said the bondage can never be eliminated. No, it can be eliminated. So first point, Bhagavan is agreeing कि अनुभव है बंधन का, but अनुभव doesn't guarantee something to be real. So that was his answer for it. Because for the anubhava, real or unreal is immaterial. We have given an example. Now second one is what? Of this bandhana, there is no badhanam, there is no removal. It can't go away. This word is Purvapaksh. He says, no. It will go away. Therefore, it can't be removed. Therefore, bandhanam is satyam is wrong. It can be removed. If the bandhanam is not removable, is accepted by the Guru, then all his teachings which are for the moksha are of no use. He says, na api badha abhavat satyatvam. So there are two ways by which the bandhana is removed. One is vidhi mukhena, second is the karana mukhena. So vidhi mukhena and karana mukhena cha badha sambhavat. So vidhi mukhena is with the help of the shastra quotations and with the help of the sadhana done given by the shastra, bandhana can be removed. That is why every shastra, the disciple goes with bandhana to the Guru. And Guru gave jnanam, he did sadhana. In conclusion of every disciple is bandh se main mukta ho gaya hu. Isn't it? That is why that book has become Upanishad. That shastra, that jnana, that jivana marga, that sadhana. So therefore, vidhi mukhena. Second is what? Ki karana mukhena. Karana mukhena means every bondage, there is a beginning for it from some karana. So when the karana is removed, then also the bondage goes away. So by this what we can say? By vidhi mukhena, the ultimate samsarika bandhana, adhyatmik bandhana is removed. By the karana, which is other bandhana removed? The world related bondages. Like I don't have money. That's the karana for the bandhana called dukkha. So you can work hard and earn money. Through that karana, the bandhana can be removed. I am all alone. Develop some ability, talents, make few friends. Then that loneliness bandhana is removed by removing that karana. तो व्यवहार में कारण के द्वारा बंधन का बाधना हो जाता है बाधा. आध्यात्मिकता में विधि मुख शास्त्र विधि विधान फॉलो करने से बंधन निकल जाता है. Therefore, bandhana is never removable is wrong. Bandha is removable either through the vidhi vidhana of the shastra or through the karana removal. In this way, the bondage is not permanent. So it is experienced but not permanent. दो बातों का आंसर दिया गया. Okay. Then the third one is there. What is that? They are of vilakshana. Therefore, how can the adhyasa is possible? That Bhagavan will touch little later. Now, through these 2 points, that even though it is experienced, yet it is not real. Then the second point of vidhi mukhena, karana mukhena, the bandhana can be removed. Justify करते हैं उसको. इन दोनों को भगवान gives the list of quotations. तथा ही श्रुति ही. What the Shruti basically does here is prapancha mithyatvam, then maya karanatvam cha darshayati. Shruti shows to us the prapancha is mithya and its karana is maya. And then when vidya is gained, the maya goes away. When the maya goes away, the prapancha which was appearing because of maya goes away. Reality is always there. Now for this lots of quotations. Okay, कि न तु तद्वितीयमस्ति एकत्वं नास्ति द्वैतं कुतो वीते वेद्यं नास्ति एकमेवाद्वितीयं वाचारमणं विकारो नामधेयम् एकमेव सत् नेह नानास्ति किंचन एकदैवानुद्रष्टव्यम्. So these are all just 1 minute we can talk only to feel the joy that so many Upanishadic mantras we have browsed through. This we will do tomorrow. Okay. Then the Gita quotations will come. Brahma Purana quotations will come to say this. What is it? Jnana is essential. Jnana removes the bandhanam. Sadhana removes the bandhanam. Karana removal can be done through Jnana Prapti. Then that Karana's effect called as Karyam, called as bandhanam, can be removed. Therefore, oh my dear friend, your 2 points are answered. सत्य है लेकिन जरूरत नहीं है, सारे अनुभव है लेकिन जरूरत नहीं है कि सत्य हो. Second is not that it can't be removed. It can be removed by Vidimukha and Karanamukha. And therefore, when it is removable, therefore it is not permanent. When it is not permanent, it is not Satya. That's what I said. Anubhav may come, but need not be Satya. That is proof. Logical proof. So we'll touch it tomorrow and continue study. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādaya Purnamevāvashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramahansaभ्यो Brahmane श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Thank you. Remember Puja Gurudev, Lord Rama throughout the day. Yeah, friends. Thank you.